What's going on, guys? Snaggy here, and it's time to preview round 20 of the 2025 NRL season, boys. And I'm actually pumped, but I'm not going to lie. I can't lie to you, boys. After the weekend, normally on Monday, I'm like, oh, can't wait for the footy on the weekend, and I'll chuck on a podcast or two during the day while I'm working. I'll put on 360 at night. Man, I didn't want to, but I'm not over footy. I was just over like all the extra content around it. I was like, man, I need a couple day detox from any footy related chat. Didn't get on socials at all until the team list came out. Then I was all over it. Now I'm putting in all my tips. I'm all excited again. Absolutely cannot wait, boys. Got a few bangers this weekend, a couple of middies, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. As always, guys, drop your tips in the comments. I can't wait to see them. And man, we actually had a pretty good week last week, as did a lot of people, though. There was a lot of perfect rounds this weekend, so let's give the leaders a shout-out. Bloody Nico, man, out on top. He got the margin right, too. You know what pissed me off? I had the margin right, too. I took 12. The margin was 10. And I just changed it last minute. I'm like, 2 converted tries sounds more likely than 10 points. Bloody 10-point margin. Got me, man. I was so damn close to hit my margin, but 2 off's not too bad, I guess. I've moved up 19 spots on the weekend to 32nd. We have Nico Man on top, Itachi, Seth, Benny, and Corey. Is that how you say it? Andrew Corey. Oh, they only got a few 6s, but Nico Man is pumped out. He's got a 2-point lead. Shout out to you, bro. You're absolutely killing it, man. Absolutely killing it. All right, guys, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe. Closing in on, what are we closing in on? 13K? Yeah, let's have a quick look. What am I on? I don't check this stuff too often. We're closing in on 13K, boys. On 15 by the end of the year, boys. All right, so let's go. Let's go through these games real quick and then start breaking down each one, all right? So we have the Dolphins versus the Cowboys at Suncorp Stadium. That's going to be bad. Maybe I should go to that one. It's on Thursday, though. Nah, let's not. Sharkies versus the Roosters, Panthers versus the Rabbitohs, Raiders versus the Eels, Bulldogs versus the Dragons, Storm versus the Sea Eagles, West Tigers versus the Titans, Knights versus the Warriors, and Broncos with a bye. Whew. Should be exciting. So let's just go through the key ins and outs right now, just so we'll get them all out of the way. So ins, we have Dylan Edwards, Cam Munster, Stephen Crichton, Lachlan Galvin. And boys, I promise, if you're watching this, and if you're sick of hearing about Lachie Galvin, I'm barely going to talk about it. Have to mention his name. I'll give a really quick take on it, but I'm not going to be talking about Lachie Galvin for 3/4 of this chat here. We had Trell Mitt, Xavier Coates, Taylor May back as well. Excited to see what he looks like. Outs, we have Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary both out being rested. Hugo Savalas, Sexton out, obviously. Dylan Lucas, Rocco Berry, and Samuela Fayunu out as well. All right. Now, boys, just on the punt this weekend. So normally this is when we start kicking off and started hitting a lot. Okay, so by now all the teams that know they're not going to make it probably aren't going to make it. We know the teams are going to be playing for their lives, all that sort of stuff. So now's when you really clean up on the punt, boys. So I'm excited to get into the punt, try and, hopefully start cashing a lot more regularly. And also praying my futures all hit too. So I did end up hedging. So if you don't know, boys, if you haven't been following, I took Titans at 11-1 for the wooden spoon. Looking nice. 11 grand payout. But I also took Storm for minor premiership at about $4. I think it was about $4.85. It's on my Dabble if you want to have a look. But Raiders, we ended up picking them at $1.80. And I just did that to hedge. I will lose a little bit if it hits, but I thought I'd rather lose a couple $100 than possibly lose it all, that whole 1,000. So looking pretty good there for my futures. So I'm pretty confident anyway, no matter what, I'm going to be up for the season. All I really need to do is make sure the Titans stay down the bottom here. So praying for a Rabbitohs win, playing for an Eels win. Let's go, boys. And unfortunately, if you are a Titans fan, I do apologise. I don't hate your team, but I am death riding you something fierce. So if you do want to follow us on the punt, boys, make sure you follow me on Dabble. Use the link in the description there, boys, or use code SNAG when you do join. That'll automatically follow me. And I've actually been slapping try scorers better than I've been slapping double ups at the moment. I've been pretty good with them. We get the odd one where we get it way wrong, like we had Karaz on the weekend. He didn't get the ball, I don't think, in attacking position. But I might put together I'll put my singles down, but I might put some fun multis down with the try scorers as well, just for a bit of fun, and see how we go. See if we can win enough money for a big grand final experience with a few of my favourite followers. We'll see how we go, all right? So we'll do that one too, boys. Now let's get into it. Dolphins versus Cowboys. Now, just quickly too, the NRL's just changed their website. Normally here, there's a news and tabs website. We click in and there's like some cool little stats we can go through. It's not here. So I'm not too, like, this one has the news and videos tab, but the match report isn't there. So hopefully they haven't got rid of it for two reasons. Number one, someone actually messaged me and goes, hey man, where do I find, because you know, I love a bet where we're talking about anniversary bets, like Jaden Sewer just scored on his 150th, and a lot of people seem to do it. And he goes, where do you find out where all those guys are, their anniversary games and stuff? And I was like, oh bro, just watch the pie, read them out every week. And then I'm like, that was like 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh. So if the bro who asked me that is watching, I'm sorry, man. I'll try and find out a different way. I might find out and I can do a quick YouTube short or something and plop it up. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that. So this video is going to be a bit shorter, boys. But hey, what do you do? Less snag in your life. All right, Finns versus the Cowboys. Finns, you know, a little patchier than had been, but still playing decent footy. 58-4 early this, like not long ago, like 4 weeks ago. And then 28-26 last year. Both teams coming off a loss. But Cowboys really, really struggling. Only one win. Now, I just want to give the Cows a little bit of leeway here. There's a lot of players out, bro. That's Lukey, Vayela, Tamalolo, Valami, how's that he say it? Chester, Clifford, McIntyre, McLean, Baker. That's a lot out, you know. So, pretty hard hit, but still, it's, you know, that's why you build 30 players, not 17, you know. So, not great, and been pretty damn poor. I mean, they played pretty good last week, but they still weren't great in the second half. Yeah, so 12 points, 26, 24, 42, and then 58 conceded. So defense is gradually getting a little better and better and better, but still not where you want to be. And Dolphins just sort of had those couple hiccups there. So McLean's out, which sucks. And we have Finny Fuyaki and Mark Nichols out, but we get Hamaso back, Kenny Bromwich, Trey Fuller back. Now, is he playing? Is he? Where's Fuller? I can't see. He's named as in, but I can't find him. Oh, there he is. So he's just playing in the reserves. We're just in the reserves. So not a whole heap of movement here, boys. Let's have a look at try line and see if we can find who our try scorers will be looking at for the weekend will be. So, oh, here we go. Here's some stats here, actually. Jermaine Asako has scored 8 tries in his past 5 games against the Cowboys. Nanai scored 3 tries in 2 games against the Dolphins. Thank you, tryline.com. For everyone who asks me in every single video what website this is, it's tryline.com.au. All right, boys, stop asking. No, don't stop asking me. The boys at Tryline are cool, man. They put a real good website for us together. They hit me up. Well, they didn't hit me up, but they want to do some partnership stuff or whatever, and I was like, bro, it's all good. I just like using your website. I don't need no paid advertising from you. I'll keep shouting you out, bro. Because just make the dopest website you can possibly make, and I'll shout it out for you for free, lad. Now, Tuolungi 3 tries his past 3 games against the Dolphins. All right, let's have a look at this scoring map first. So, Dolphins left. We want to go left. It's against the worst right edge in the comp. So we're going Dolphins left, which I think is going to be Herbie. So we got Herbie. Oh, against Paulo too. He drops them. Oh, we got points here, boys. Yeah, so we have to go Herbie. I know he's just been trying scoring like silliness, but he's ball hogging. He's taking 1 million carries. He gets the ball in good field position. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If he doesn't score this week, he'll score next week. So we're taking Herbie for sure. Not loving this middle. We're looking at Hammer as well if you want to tie something else in as well. Obviously, the only reason I don't like going there right is they just don't attack it a whole heap. They do the best work when Katoa swings around to the left and he partners up with the 2 halves here, with the other half there, and they go to work on the left. So having said that, Dolphins without Nicarima, definitely not as good. Like, this is the thing, and I didn't want to sound like I was bagging Katoa or like everyone was wrong about it. Like, he's elite, but he was creating the space for Nicarima, and then Nicarima was doing extremely good things with the space. So I heard people saying, "Oh, see, he sucks. It's been all Nicarima." It's not. It's both of them together. That's called a halves combination. Point in having one good half and another one doesn't know what they're doing. So I'm expecting to be a little down, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Now, look, let's have a look here. So we're not going to get much value for Herbie. He's at 59%. Hammer either, but let's have a look at first, second, or third. And it depends on your betting company, who you're with. But so we've got Hammer, 29%, and Herbie's down at 18%. He does seem to get his tries a little later in the game. So you might just have to play it safe with this one and just take it on the nose or put them together if you got the plums for it, So, that's pretty much it. Dolphins to win. They're still playing pretty damn good footy. I was pretty impressed with the Cows, but I actually feel like the Dogs could be in a similar boat here. Those teams both looked exhausted after that game. Then to have to come down on a Thursday and play in Brisbane away from home, like, it could zap them. So I think that as well. It's not a short turnaround, but it's short-ish. That could hurt them a little bit too. So I think they might have played their grand final last week, and now with all the chat around the coach too, Dolphins to win. Dolphins are still looking pretty good. Dolphins are going to drop games, They're not I said this, like, Dolphins are playing wicked footy, but they're not playing good enough where it's like they're just going to roll everyone. They're going to drop games along the way. So anyway. Sharkies, Roosters. This is an interesting one, and I'm a little sus on this one. Man, Roosters absolutely pumped the Sharkies this year. 42-16, that's right. And Sharkies got them last year, 38. Now, both coming off a win. Sharks, 2 of their last 5. Roosters, 3 of their last 5. Roosters definitely looking better. But I wasn't overly sold about this Dragons game, But maybe the Dragons played pretty good footy. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, it's a bit of a funny one. So Hugo Savala out. So we have Chad, the Townsend in. Now, I'm not a huge Chad fan, but it's not like a huge, that's like pretty handy backup. Now Teddy, we're pretty unchanged besides that. We've got Spence back to the bench, which I like. We got Lindsay starting. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, boys, but I'm really liking what I saw from the Sharkies last week. It was pretty impressive, and it was against the Dolphins, red hot Dolphins too. So yeah, this one's pretty tough. Now let's go back here and see if we can find anything that will sway us, because I do know who I'm picking, but I may have to change it. Ronaldo Militalo has been a try scorer in his last 5 games against the Roosters. Okay. So we've got Toya, Marky Mark on Talakai and Mulatalo. Toya on Talakai, how good. Ramey and Katoa on Smith and Tupou. Oh, this is tough. This is real tough. Sharks, 6th, 6th and 10th, so nothing really there, but I'd stay away from the left edge, Ronaldo's edge, just because they defend very well on that side. Yeah. Maybe, man, their middle defense isn't great. Maybe you go AFB. Maybe go AFB straight through the guts. He's due. He's due one. Roosters, 3rd best right. But that's where they defend quite well on that side. So, yeah, this one's a little tough. I'm going to go... I'm gonna go Sharks purely that it's at home. That's the only thing I can really. This is the thing too, right? So I said this in my post game. I don't know if you saw it or not, boys, but Sharks just looked a bit different. Like, they just looked a bit. They were playing a different style of footy. I don't know what that style was, but didn't. If you've been watching my videos for a while, I'd sort of say they just keep doing the same thing, and it's working sometimes and it's not others. I felt like they played more direct. I felt like Hines was getting his hands on the ball more and running a bit more. He ended up scoring 2 tries. Like, it was a different style in sense. When I looked through the team list after, it was like normally their back 5 have 200 metres apiece and blah, blah, blah. And their back 5 didn't do much, but they're playing through their second row. It was good, man. So I might go Sharkies, but I'm not sold on that pick as of the moment. But yeah, I'll more than likely stick that one just because they're at home. And to me, this is a bit of a pick 'em. It could go either way. So we'll go Sharkies. Panthers versus the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Isaiah, Isaac Tungo, and Nathan Cleary all out. So Tungo ended up getting suspended for that, did he? How long did he get suspended for? Suspension. 1 round. Okay. That's a pretty big out too. Liam Martin out as well with a wrist. Okay, and then we have Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith's back? Oh, out. I was going to say. That's like the biggest miracle of all time. So we have Kepi, Shaq Mitchell, Peter Mamazoulis, Latrell Mitchell, Ewan Aiken all back. So Totola starting, love that. Keon in the middle, love that. Ewan Aiken host Arrow at lock, love, love, love. Kepi on the bench. Dodds, okay, I'm feeling this. All right, South Sydney. I see what you're doing. We've got Alex Johnson back to the wing. We've got Tass and Tallis Duncan. What the hell is going on there? Now, I like this if... Do you know what I would love to see? Is Jack Whiten play the first 30... and then Dodds come on and Jack go to like a lock, Roman 6 lock sort of position and just play footy. Not have to think about what he's doing in the halves. I actually don't mind that at all. Right, let's have a little look, see what's been going on here. Oh, hang on, we didn't look at their matchups, did we? So, that's right, South beat them 28-18. 34-12. Look at these form guides. 5 in a row versus 5 losses in a row. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Wow. All right, so we have Alamotti, To'o, Duncan. Oh, I actually like McLean and Jake. Man, Cleary's got some plums, eh? Cleary's got some plums. Ivan Cleary I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure just about every other coach would have played everyone in this game. But, yeah. Okay. Panthers have leaked the most tries this year, left winger. Alex Johnson has 5 tries. There we go. There's your try scorer, boys. On Jenkins. Hang on. Panthers have leaked the most tries this year to a left wing. Oh, to a left winger, not on the left wing. How? Okay. There you go. Alex Johnson, eh? It's on. Panthers, nothing. So 6 best left. So that's shot up really quickly. 6 best left. So we're going left both here, boys. So we're going Johnson and Jenkins, both to score. And you know Duncan's not going to be getting the ball with Alex Johnson as well. You know that's going to be a big face ball straight to Johnson. Duncan's not going to know not to put his hands in front of that thing. So, yeah, I really like Johnson for one in this one. I mean, he's not going to beat To'o one-on-one, but if they create enough space and To'o has to jam on Whiten or Duncan or host, there'll be space outside To'o. So, yeah, I'm gonna go on massive underdog. Oh, I'm going Bunnies. I'm going Bunnies in this one. Obviously, there's still going to be upsets this year, boys. I feel like I'm just getting the feeling that Cleary's willing to sacrifice this game. You know what I mean? And like I said, maybe it is because I'm riding Bunnies to win some games, so they definitely don't win the spoon. But I'm just being honest, boys. But maybe it is just that. Like, natural biases happen. They really do. So, but I like it. I think this team can get it. You look through this Penrith team. I know it's going to play hard and well and stuff like that. But A huge out for me too is obviously Cleary, but Isaiah Yo, bro. It's a huge out, man. It really is. So I'm going to go Bunnies. Bunnies for the upset. Raiders, Eels. Now, Dylan Brown. Oh, we've got to do these first, don't we? So, 50-12. I don't remember that. Oh, yes, I do. And then 41-8 last year. Eels, 1 win. Their last 5. And Raiders are on what? 7 in a row? 7 in a row. So, translation. Raiders killing it. Eels not so much. Now we have Hayes Dunster, Ron Volkman. We've got Dylan Brown out. He's going to be 18th man. Wild. But look, so just a quick touch on that one real quick, because I know a lot of people are going to say it. I did say this in my post game, but like I said, much more people watch the pre-game stuff. When he first did that to Dylan Brown, like put him in at 9 and they pulled him off and they didn't put him back on until like a few minutes left of garbage time. I was like, man, what's he doing? What's Rosie up to? And then I thought about it a bit more. I was like, good on him. Like, he's playing for the future. I think that's a real good sign for Parramatta fans if you can sit there and go, like, that to me, do you know what that says? That says to me that Rolsey has no fear of his job. He's not trying to win every win he can just so his job's safe at the end of the year. It tells me that he's been given the green light, build for the future. If he's not going to be here next year, let's blood some young guys. You watch guys like Papali'i and Isaiah Yongi just downloading the game at a rapid speed. I love it. Like, good on you, man. Like, I love, shout out to Parramatta for giving him the leash to do that. And shout out to, because he's nearly on $1 million a year, man. He's sitting on the bench. You know, so you don't want to be here, bro? Sweet. On your bike, you can go sit there in a blue bib on the side and run water for the boys. You know, like, I actually really like it. Whoa! Hopgood in the front row? All right, maybe Rolsey is cooked. Riley Smith. Okay, so. Talon De Silva. Okay. I like this dude, bro. Tuivati. Okay. So where's Jack Williams? Jack Williams gone to second row. Alright. Jeez, he's going to be running a big papa and tarpany. Good luck, Hopgood. You're going to need it. Now, look, we're pretty... so we've got Levi Sanders, Hudson Young and Papa, but we are unchanged, boys. Well, no, Hudson Young obviously comes back, but... Beast. Up the milk. Closing in on him. Minor premiership. All right, let's see. Now, Stewart has been leaking a little bit lately. All right, so Hudson Young is on a 2-game drought. He's scored 4 tries in his past 3 games against the Eels. Adokar scored 3 tries in his past 2 games against the Eels. He's playing for the Eels though, bros. You missed that one. So you have Russell, Adokar, and Tomoko Savage. I don't like betting on the Raiders try scorers too much because they really do spread the tries out. Like, usually, so when we come to this thing here, boys, when we come here, well, Hudson Young's at 50%, but quite often there's a player or 2 at over 50%. Like, Eels have 1, but they're not a big try-scoring team. You know, like, they're at 44, 35, 35, 31, 29. You know, like, your fullback's at 29%, the centre's at 29%. You know, like, they're not a super consistent team with who scores tries. It's quite random. Like, Papa starts scoring tries and... You know, it's quite random. So I'm not a huge Raiders fan, but I'll be looking at Huddy Young for sure, especially with that 2-game drought. So we go on Raiders, 4th best right. Yeah, so Hosking, if you want another one, possibly. Very good through the middle. So you can go Tarpany. Ooh, Tarpany. Tarpany been scoring them. Parramatta not good through the middle. That's tasty. If you like that. We've hit Tarpany before. I bet on him once, hit him once. Maybe I should just leave it at that. 100% strike rate for Tarps. Milk to win. Milk just have to keep racking up wins and not getting injuries. Like, let's try and find their casualty ward. Do they even have a casualty ward? Savala So they got Matty Nicholson. Bloody forgot about him. They got Tamale. Oh damn, round 26. And then they got Albert Hopewate. So pretty healthy, pretty damn healthy. Raiders to win. Bulldogs Dragons. Bronson Sherry is out. What happened to Bronson Sherry, boys? I can't remember. Whoops. Where's the Bulldogs? They're pretty healthy too. So Tilly. What's going on with Satilli? Is he back? So he's in the reserves. It's pretty handy reserves there. Satilli, Blake Wilson, Saluka, Moran and Sexton. That's Bulldogs are deep all of a sudden, you know. So what happened to Sherry? Groin. Oh, that's not good. You don't want that at the end of the year. They can hang around. All right, so Lockie Galvin. All right, so just on the Lockie Galvin thing, look, man, I don't care. Teams change halves all the time. They bought him to play 7. I would have liked them to see Sexton out, but I don't care. Like, I just saw on 360. Had it on in the background there, and just tonight, and then like, oh yeah, but his defensive stats aren't great. His offensive stats aren't great. I was like, they played left the whole game. And do you know what? Like, this is my honest take on Sexton. I thought he was trash when he went to the Bulldogs. I got pretty impressed. I watched him the last 2 years, right? I was actually like, oh, he's actually really good. It's just, if you watch the last 2 games, Bulldogs fans who've been watching it, how many times has there been a half gap there? He's punched it. He's done the exact right thing, but he just doesn't have the wheels to get, or the strength to get through it, and he gets chopped at the waist. Like, whereas Mitch Moses punches that gap, you know? So he's actually a really good player. He just probably doesn't have the physical attributes of a Nathan Cleary who punches that hole, a Mitchell Moses who punches that hole, and Ethan Strange who punches that hole. You know, he doesn't have that. But look, Lockie, he's the future. They're pulling the pin trigger on it. Like, cool, bro. Like, go. Let's see what you got. I'm not... We'll have to see how it all plays out. But I don't think he suits... Like, that. This is my take on Galvin too, fitting into the Bulldogs. I don't think he suits their system. I don't think he suits the way they play. They play very systematic and strategic. He's more of a freewheeling sort of thing. Like, to me, he'd be better at a Melbourne or almost a Rooster. Like, to me, Bulldogs should have been looking for, and this player doesn't exist right now, like a really systematic 7 like Cooper Cronk. Like, you know, systems. Or Nathan Cleary. You know, a system-based number 7 rather than a free-flowing, more of a 6. But like I said, we don't know. Like, he could do, like, maybe it fails this year, but it comes good next. I don't know. Like, we'll find out. So let's just stop talking about it and watch it on the weekend, eh? Cool. All right, so Dragons have 28-20 this year, 28-10 last year. Now, I'm pretty sure if we go to these, I'm pretty sure they've actually... Doggies have owned them for a while now. So, well, no, Dragons got them 5 games ago. But that was in 2022. That's what I don't get about this thing, like this rivalry between them. They only used to play each other once. Like, how's that a rivalry? I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I guess it's a rivalry if they tell us it is. Bulldogs fans and Dragons fans obviously probably think it's a rivalry. I just don't feel like, you know, some rivalries, you're like, oh, it's a rivalry game. You know, like, as a neutral, you know what I mean? Like, oh, those 2 teams don't like each other, this is going to be sick. Like, when Manly and Melbourne played, like, I have no idea about what's going on with those 2 teams in the 2010, but I was like, I'm not missing those 2 playing. Like, it's a proper rivalry game, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm guessing these 2 played in the grand final in the 80s or something. Is that why it's a rivalry? Bulldogs and Dragons fans, let me know why this is a rivalry. I'd love to hear from you. So 4-1. All right, so let's have a look. So preview. So we've got Tuala and what's his name? How do you say his name? Rina Kama. I didn't see him in the. Oh, he's there. So, geez. on Sloan and Sully. Now, I like Sloan for a try on this one just because two pretty new guys to the system. I thought that Rinakama dude was real good. Tuala's a handy footy player, but you know what I mean? Not reg NRL players, and Sloan's been scoring them. You know, Sloan don't need an invitation to get a try. And we have, and you definitely, if you are taking tries, it's going to be much harder for Dragons to score on Crichton and Kiraz, especially a fresh Crichton. Yeah, that's a different story. Let's have a look at the scoring map. Bulldogs, so left 17th. Damn, they got the worst left edge attack. Have I been looking at the wrong side? Left. Have they been playing right? Hang on. You're throwing me off now. I don't know. But anyway, that's shocking. That is absolutely shocking. I didn't think that. I knew it wasn't good. I didn't think it would be worst. That's crazy. Bulldogs 4th best through the middle, 7th best right. So we definitely want to go there right, don't we? Want to go Crichton, Gowan. I'm actually loving Kickout and Preston, and they both have been scoring on the reg. So I'd love to go those two for one because usually one gets the ball more than the other. The Bulldogs are a bit like Canberra. You know, they sort of do spread their tries around a little bit. So, yeah, Sloaney's at 54%. Sloaney's a very good one. So, we've got Preston on top because bro's only played one game. And then, wow, their first... Whoa. All right, that's a little alarming. So, this is the thing, too, like... Because... Bulldogs fans and stuff like that, you watch your team closer than anyone, right? Whereas I watch all 17 teams equally, so I can't watch the Bulldogs as close as I watch some of the other clubs. I mean, I can't watch the Bulldogs as close as someone who only cares about their team. You know, like you guys know all the juniors coming through. You know this, you know that. Whereas I'm just like, I see the games on the weekend. You know, so yeah, that's how is Jacob Kiraz your best try scoring outside back at 20%? Whoa. That is really bad. Your best scoring outside back is scoring at 20%, 2 tries. That can't be right. Nah, because Sherry's out, right? Surely Sherry scored more than 2 tries. But maybe he's not on this list because he's not playing. Crichton... Has Crichton not scored 2 tries? Anyway, like I said, I don't know what's going on in the Bulldogs camp and all that. So, yeah, maybe Serrato and that, like just back to the Gowan thing, maybe they've obviously got numbers we don't have and they've gone, this is not good. Because just looking at that right now, your best percentage try scorers probably shouldn't be your second rowers. Or you can have one up there, like Canberra had Hudson Young up there. But then it shouldn't go Burton, Curran, Connor Tracy. Like, I feel like Connor Tracy hasn't even scored this year and he's on the board. Yeah. Little concern. That's interesting. Really can't wait to see how the Bulldogs... I do care about this weekend, but I'm more interested to see how they go for the month. But everyone's going to judge the Bulldogs this weekend and Galvin's performance. I don't care. Like, I'm going to watch it closely. I'll be more interested to see what it looks like in 4 weeks' time. So yeah, but it really, wow, that's some crazy numbers there, boys. You don't see that very often. That's so outrageous. You look at the Dragons. It's outside back, half, dummy half, fullback, second row. That's sort of more how it should look. Maybe minus the hooker. Yeah, that's more how a normal chart should look. Jacob Little, buddy, he's a gun player, isn't he? Bulldogs to win this one, boys. Try scorers again, Preston or kick out I'll be looking at. All right. Battle of the real rivalry. The real rivalry, boys. Melbourne Storm, Sea Eagles. All right, so Xavier Coates back. Cam Munster back. Cheekham out. Did he even play? So let's have a look here. So we've got Turbo still in the centres. So back seven's unchanged. We have Lodge, Takeaho, Tavanga. I've lost complete faith in them. Storm absolutely pumped them this year, 48-24. Manly got them last year. Let's have a little look at that try scorers here. I'm going Melbourne. I've completely lost faith in the Seagulls, unfortunately. So you have Coates and Howarth on Tavoyevich and Saab. That's a good matchup. Colo, Garrick, Anderson and Bradley. Now, where are Seagulls defending poorly? Actually defend them pretty good. Best right edge defence. Wow. So we're going to go Storm right, Storm middle. They've got the best and best. Storm right and Storm middle. So we've got Hughes Anderson. See, I didn't take Katoa last week because he's been scoring so much. And I was like, man, I've been hitting. It's not like I've been. So the year before, I was dumping on second rollers and carving up. Olakau'atu, just we were murdering it. Then last year it went away and it was all outside back scoring. Like it was just centres and wingers scoring tries last year. And I wish I caught on to the second rollers scoring a bit earlier. I mean, I did get Huddy Young early, got him for a few. We did get Ola a few times. We did get, we got a couple others too. But, damn, I mean, you almost have to go Katoa, don't you? So we're going right. Let me have a look at this again. So we go right side and middle. Yeah, you got to go. I'll tell you who's probably due one is bloody Jerome Hughes on the right-hand side as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure here, boys. Xavier Coates at 50. Katoa, Meaney, Grant Anderson. Nelson scoring at 33%. Jerome Hughes, 33%. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Storm first try. Oh, damn. Roosters first try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now let's have a look. I just want to see what Manly are working with here. So second best right. That's about it. So obviously Turbo. Saab. Yeah, I'll have to marinate on that one, but I've showed you what we're looking at here. We'll see how it goes. The Storm, both Seagulls and Storm have conceded 13 tries to a right winger this season. So we go. There you go, Bradley, Saab. Boys, lock it in. Storms to win. West Tigers, Titans. Tigers got them 18-10 last year. Year before, 28-12. Both teams won of their last 5. Both teams not playing finals this year. Both teams going to go out and play some footy. Give me overs. Give me overs, boys. Faunu out. Weaver. Alright, so we've got a few in. So, back 7, the same. Mo, RCG, Chris Randall, Fermor, Tino. AKP on the bench. Gould, Desi, Jolliffe, Dave Fafita, Cleese. Yeah, man. Look, man, I'm going to go Tigers, obviously. I do feel like Titans have given up. I just feel like they've given up. And I know Tigers probably aren't going to play finals. It's definitely not mathematically impossible, I don't think, but it's damn close. 6 wins. Oh, they mathematically can still make it, I guess. I just don't think it's, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to happen, but I genuinely think they're going to be scratching, clawing and fighting for every win they can get for the rest of the year. Whether they'll get them or not, it's another story, but I just feel like Titans have just sort of put a bow on this year, So, So I'm real excited to see what May looks like. People forget how good he was, bro. Like, he was putting up total numbers a lot. You know, like he's special, man. He was special there for a while. He's a very, very good player. Lightning fast, tough as nails. You know, we saw it with Reece Walsh knows what he looks like every time he looks in the mirror. So West Tigers. So we've got right hand side. We've got to go right with the West Tigers. We have to go right with the West Tigers. Let's look for a good matchup. So Toa on De Groot. Okay, so De Groot doesn't normally play wing, does he? So I'm liking shit stains on De Groot or Toa. Kelly made some really bad errors last week in the centres. So I love this. Oh, Dewey's playing lock? How did I not pick that up before? I love that. Oh, Twal. Oh, I don't like this. Pole back to bench. Oh, all right, Benji's on the meth. All right, I love Dewey at lock if you've got another big front row. Twal's been playing pretty good footy, though. Maybe they need some punch off the bench. And then you got Fainu and Pole both coming off the bench. Okay, well, I'm not going to knock it till I see it. It doesn't make sense to me right away, but I'll give you a chance, Benji. And then you can just see even like Benji making strategical changes, whether they work or not, and just Desi's just rolling the same thing out each week. And just I feel for Titans fans, man. Desi just topped up his super fund, is going to bounce and leave that place in a shambles. Hope they hire the Walker brothers. All right, so we've already gone through these, haven't we? So we're going Toa or Staines. Yeah, I like that. Tell you what, Dewey's not bad for one either. Suffer Toa. Scored at 50% from centre. That's really good. Skelton's been pretty good too, though. Sonny, Charlie Staines, safer. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll stick with those. Tigers to win. And win well to make that for and against really bad for me too, please. Up the Wars. Wars versus Knights. Dylan Lucas out. Shout out to Dan Gagai. I thought he was enormous at fullback last week. Warriors beat him this year already, 26-12. Knights got them the year before. Knights on a 2-game skid. Was just cracked their 2-game skid. Yeah. Now Rockaberry is out, so Cable goes into centre. All right. I can see what's going on here. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. So we've got to see who these matchups are on now, because I believe who's Catewell on? Yeah, nice. Love it. Webster's good, man. He's good. All their backfield, like all their raids that aren't in the 20 right down this left side. I love putting Catewell here. You got Nakora, Catewell, and DWZ. That's solid. I love the way. I said this, Wales fans will be watching, like I said, sometimes I repeat what I said in my post game, but like I said, a lot more people watch this video than my post game. I really liked Boyd at 7. Like, I didn't have high raps on him. I didn't think he was a very good player. Similar to Sexton. Just a good footy player, just doesn't have the physical attributes of some of those weapons. Like, he does not have the physical attributes of a Metcalf. Everyone gets excited for Metcalf because he's so lightning and he's fast for footwork and all that stuff's crazy. But guys like Boyd and Sexton, they have better fundamentals. Like, people forget, like Sexton was in the Australian schoolboys. Like, he's clearly a good player. Like just probably lack physically, but I can't remember a time watching the Warriors play, even with Sean Johnson there, where he was just dropping the ball in that 10x10 box in the corner, and they were just pinning. It was just, I was like, man, Warriors look really good with just a systematic control guy with a good control kicking game. I thought it worked really, really well. Is Boyd going to tear to pieces if there's space on an edge? Nah, Nah. But no, I just actually thought it suited the way the Warriors are playing. Outside backs go to work, forwards they attack through their second rows, they're attacking through Nakora, they're attacking through Halasima, turning them under, created space. It was great. I loved it. Like Warriors, like I said, I tipped Warriors last week. A lot of people didn't. I did it because I feel like the Warriors are better than, we've lost 2 of our good players, so we suck now. And, I mean, I was dead right, you know, like I really was. It was great to watch. And Ford and Fisher Harris just did their thing. Halasima's a monster. Nakora. Now I've got to check this quickly, boys, because I had a strategy to tip Nakora every weekend for the rest of the year because he's getting a lot of cracks at the line. He hasn't been getting over, but he's getting 5 genuine cracks at the line, and he will start scoring. It's just a matter of time before he gets over. So if you can get the price good enough, I'll take it. Try scorers. No, not same go multi. Britain Nakora. No, not Britain Nakora. It's wrong Nakora. $6.50 for Nakora. Oh man, that's pretty tempting, eh? That's the thing. Sometimes when you take a try scorer, right, it doesn't matter. Like you're not going to hit or miss, bro. But you just want them to have cracks at the line. Like I remember I took Blore once. Like my theory with it was, right, I sat there and I went, all right, Cam Munster's out. No, sorry, Jerome Hughes is out. So that means Cam Munster's going to get more ball, right? Just as when the backup guy comes in, the other half who's in the team every week is just going to get more ball. I was like, I know Katoa's got that short price, but Blore is, he runs a good line too. He just doesn't get as many cracks as Katoa does on the right. And he does run a good line. He's a damn good player. And I was right in the sense that he had like 5. He got held up in the first set. I was like, ooh. And he didn't hit. It's the moral of the story. But I was right in the sense where he got like 4 or 5 genuine cracks at the line where they ran a play for him and hit him. So even though I lost, I was like, at least on my theory was right, you know. So I take the little wins in life. We can't always take the big wins, you know. Where the hell am I? What was I talking about before this? Oh man! All right, so let's do some try scorers. So yeah, let's see where Nakora's going. All right. So we've got Knights, Warriors, and he's on the right, isn't he? Right. Yeah, they're definitely going left more. But Halasima's been scoring like crazy. But maybe they will go left more because of Chanel and Tanner Boyd is new to the team, so maybe he won't get as much ball. Maybe he's just there to kick. Maybe you are just better off going goddamn Halasima. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's good for one too, boys. He's quietly putting together a real good season. Liquor is scoring at 44% from the second row at 19 years old. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. They're playing good. I'm so excited for the Warriors next year, man. So excited. I'm not writing you off this year, but I'm just saying next year's going to be scary. If nothing changes, I am putting the Warriors in my top 4 next year for sure. Absolutely for sure. Yeah, let's go Waz to win. Let's have a bit of fun. On Nakora to score. He's going to get one. $6.50. Jesus. For a line running second rower. That's hard to stop. That runs as hard as he does. Damn. That's crazy value. Knights, look, man. Just falling to pieces. All the talk about Ponga wanting to leave and, you know, obviously they got injuries too with Sharp and all this stuff. I mean, who's the other guy? Dylan Lucas has been one of their best too. Yeah, I definitely can't take the Knights in this one. I'll go Warriors to win. And I'll go Britain Nakora to score. Bring it on. All right, that's it, boys. So we're going fins up, baby. We're going Sharkies. We're going Rabbitohs. We're going Raiders. We're going Bulldogs. We're going Storms. We're going West Tigers. We're going Waz. That's it, boys. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.